What's going on, everybody? It's Dot Bets. We're checking back in. We got game two of the NBA Finals. We got the Milwaukee Bucks. We got the Phoenix Suns. Uh, buddy, who are you on tonight as well? We are, if we had a little bit of an echo last stream, so if Buddy is echoing, please let us know, and I can try to fix something on our end. But we should be good. Buddy, how are we feeling tonight?
Okay, man. You asked him on. I'm running back my same, and I know I haven't gone live with you guys in a few days, but I'm running my same two plays that I ran series, which was Bucks +6, buying a point, and the over.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people. There's a ton of people that are on the Bucks tonight expecting that bounce back game, but I think with some in-game changes, Giannis playing with the 5, spreading out that court, giving his perimeter shooter. I mean, they have not had to crash down and worry about Giannis in that first game. So I think his perimeter shooters are going to get more of a more looks tonight and more open looks. And I think they cover with that's just my opinion. The lines kind of moved down. Somewhat agree with me there. So I like Bucks tonight. I like them outright too. That's not an official play, but I do like them outright. So
Yeah, so you guys are just tuning into our stream for the first time. If it does get a little choppy, let us know. But we will go over our first, the spread, which ones we like, if we're on anything on the over, under, on the total, first half, first quarter, if we like anything like that. And then we will also go into props as well. And Buddy, you did say on air you were looking to do or to me earlier before we got on air, that you're doing a CBD giveaway. You want to give away some product that you produce?
Yeah. So guys, I some of you, most of you probably know, I am an owner of a CBD wholesale company with another buddy of mine. So I am going to do a giveaway, 100% depending on how many people get in. If we have 10 or more, I'm going to give away 5 viewers just some sample packs of our CBD and Delta 8 products. If it stays at the 7 we're at, I may choose 3 of you. Either way, somebody's going to be walking away with some free stuff tonight.
Friends,
So,
to tune in. Tell your friends.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, definitely spread the word. You can't beat free stuff.
no.
So whether you like what we have to say or whether you like what we have to say or not, free is free. So
no doubt. So I'll get into my side of the spread that I would be taking. Free. Yep. What's up, Grumpy Lobster and Spy Spectacular? What's up, man? Thanks for checking out the stream. I am gonna go first, and I will go pick the Suns. I like them at 4.5, but ultimately, what I'm doing with myself, I have a small bet on the -4.5, but I'm waiting in game or potentially plus money if the Bucks keep this a nice and close game. So definitely going to wait on the money line play here, but I do think the Suns go up 2-0 in the series and take it back to Milwaukee, where I think the series ultimately gets decided in Milwaukee. So, buddy, you're up.
Whoa. Time out. Are you saying
No.
sweep?
I'm saying game 3 is
Okay.
I'm saying game 3 is going to be, if the Bucks have any chance, it's going to be Bucks. We're going to do if they're going to have a chance, it's going to have to be the Bucks to compete in game 3. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I thought you were saying sweep. I was like, man.
Not that bold.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's very bold. Grumpy money was about where I saw it, but still, there's something on the Bucks. So -300 steep, man. I don't know if you'll ever see that in a playoff basketball game.
Definitely would not take that, obviously. So yeah, I'm definitely in-game betting for me there. So Buddy is on the Bucks, and he also said he'd take the money line. What about the over/under? How you feel about that?
I think So I'm not sure what they did. I don't know why the line moved the way it did last week. I think the over/under was originally set at like 216, or no, I think it was 218 or 219, and then Giannis was guaranteed to play, and it moved to like 220. I like, yeah, I like this over right here. We last game we did not see a good game offensively from anyone in a Milwaukee uniform outside of Chris Middleton. Um, it's been kind of hard to watch them throughout the playoffs because not all three of those guys have ever been in sync. Maybe other than maybe a game or two. Um, so I think we're going to see a better offensive performance all the way around from the Bucks. Like I mentioned, aforementioned with Giannis playing more at the five, and I think Chris Paul and Devin Booker, you and Azim talked about it earlier. They're just wizards, man, with getting that swap off the pick and roll. So they're going to get their points as well. I think this is a clear over game. Even the first half over at 109, I like that a lot. But just for right now, official plays, I'm sticking with the over and the full game. I think we see this in the 230s, honestly.
Yes, so we are definitely on opposite sides tonight, for sure. Which, hey, it's good for viewership. You get to hear both sides of why us particular cappers like particular bet. The Fight NLS says, "What's up, fellas? What's up, man? Thanks for checking out the stream."
Hey,
Yeah,
that guy there is the absolute best. Like, not joking, man. He's the best mixed martial art handicapper I'm fortunate enough to be in the group providing content that he provides content for, so I get his picks. But man, that guy, he knows his shit. I mean, he calls more plus 170, plus 200 dogs. Then he'll have five plays on a card, and 3 of them are plus 180s, and those are the ones he doesn't lose. So,
I need to get Saturday's
dude's
card.
phenomenal.
Let's go.
Yeah. If he doesn't mind, I'll share that good.
Actually, I got 221 and a half. I think the pace of game one was unrealistic of how this series. I think both teams don't want to play that quick whatsoever. So I think you're going to see defensive changes from both sides. And one thing that the Bucks did, they shot the three-point ball incredibly well. It was 44%. They went like 16 of 36. I do think that regresses tonight. I do think there's a chance, that Middleton won't have as many looks tonight with Giannis trying to assert himself offensively. But you can still, I like Holiday to kind of rebound a little bit shooting wise. But I think with Giannis kind of get a little bit more healthy and take a little bit more heat offensively.
We are definitely 100% on the wrong side, and we have our opinions are so different. For me, what I noticed, yeah, no, it's great. But for me, what I noticed with the Bucks all season is they love to push the ball. It plays right into their hands pushing the ball with all the athleticism they have on the court. Their most unathletic player is Brook Lopez. Outside of that, anyone and every one of their players on or off the bench, they can run up and down the court. I do agree with you with the Suns. The Suns, they want to dictate the pace of every game. So Chris Paul's definitely known for slowing games down and getting his team into an offensive rhythm, which the Bucks are very lackluster when it comes to an offensive rhythm. They don't have one, and they haven't had one for many of these games throughout the time. Man, they've got, in my opinion, their roster, even with DiVincenzo and some of the injuries, they have a better roster than the Suns. Obviously, Chris Paul is a Hall of Famer, and Booker is, right on his way to joining him there one day. And Ayton, being a second-year player, he's going to be a dominant force. But if you these two teams, I mean, I'm taking the Bucks every time. So so many people are putting emphasis on Giannis and his knee. I think that injury looked a lot worse than it actually was, and I think he proved that in the first 2 minutes of game one. His speed to the basket. I don't know, man. they've been resilient in spite of the injuries and the bad losses. I just see them bouncing back. I don't, even if they don't win this game, I think this game is going to play much more like the series versus the Clippers. That series, there was never a game, I don't think, won by more than 10 plus outside of game
Right.
6. So, I think we see a much closer game, man.
Yeah, I mean,
But we'll see. The only thing that scares me with the Bucks is their head coach. I can't. I told you a month ago, he'll be the first coach to ever win the World Championship and get fired.
I don't know if that'll happen, but
So
you know, I
it won't. But I'm saying
I get,
theoretically
you know,
it
he
could.
gets a lot of heat for not being able to adjust and do that, and he's got talent around him that kind of helps make him look a little bit better of a coach. But I just don't see that pace going as quick as it did in game one. They both played at a pace of like 95, 96 range in both of their series before. And then last game was at like 101. So it was a very, very quick game. And again, I don't think the Bucks are going to shoot just as well. And to the Suns' credit, you know, Booker went 1 of 8 from 3-point range, and Crowder went 0 of 5, and they still won the game by 13 points. So I just think the Bucks played such
Yeah.
a very, very great game offensively, and the Suns missed a bunch of shots and still put up a lot of points against them. So
I get
it's a
it.
game of adjustments, though.
Are you so? You're. Yeah. So are you under the impression that the Bucks play good offensively? I mean, they shot well from behind the three, but outside of that, offensively, I respectively I disagree there. I mean, they were terrible offensively, and I don't know what the discrepancy was. I guess I could look it up. And free.
I mean, 25 points from the free throw line. You know, you're not going to get that this game. So, and that's another aspect of why I like the under a little bit more. Just you're not going to get 25 points when the clock's stopped this game. You could get 15, but then you're down 10 points, and where's that 10 points going to come from when the clock's running? So, Grumpy Lobster says Giannis just needs to make free throws. Oh, easier said than done, Grumpy. When you got the whole crowd screaming, counting 10 seconds, that's pretty crazy.
Giannis needs to make his and ones, and then it'd be okay to miss the free throw. He can't go to the line and shoot two. If he's going to the line shooting after a made bucket, then. But he's trash, man. I will never understand these athletes and being terrible at free throws. I guess people like Shaquille O'Neal, like big, just awkward centers, are excused with me. But when you're MVP of the league and you are in a 4 position, technically, you shouldn't shoot right at 50% from the free throw line, man. Those are gimmies. So hopefully he takes this off, dude. If he does this off season, if he gets his free throw percentage up into the 65 area, that's scary.
So just to recap,
scary.
everybody joining into the stream, Buddy is on Bucks and over, and I am on Suns and the under. So pick your side. Let us know in the chat who you're rolling with and who you're tailing with. Probably be Buddy.
My official play for the Bucks though is +6 buying a point. So we could both win here. I could get the Suns win by 5, and it's all good.
So that's where we side on the spread / the total. What props are you looking at tonight, buddy?
So I've only looked at a handful. I don't like the over 28.5 points. Earlier it was 2 points lower, over 26.5. So if anyone took that spread, 26.5, I love that play. I absolutely love it. Giannis, yeah. I don't necessarily like over 28.5. I like the over 6.5, but. What does Bet US have for Bobby Portis? That's one guy that I think I saw over under 6.5 points for Bobby Portis. And if you got anything that low, I think you need to take it. We're gonna see
-125.
Yeah, I'm smashed, and I'm also gonna take his PRAs. I think his PRA was like 12.5.
minus
Yeah.
110. I think he plays a lot
Yes.
more than
Those are gimmies.
Lopez tonight.
He does. Lopez is going to start this game, and probably first rotation that's going to happen is Giannis is going to get moved down to the 5. Portis is going to come to the 4 spot. I think they're going to, and I have no clue. I'm obviously not inside Budenholzer's head. I think what they're doing with the starting 5 tonight is I think Giannis is still going to play the 5. I think Lopez is going to move out to the 4, just play more of the perimeter. So I still think they're going to get Giannis to start the game at the 5 position. We'll see. I think they honestly want to see. I think Brook Lopez is starting just because he is known to start basketball games with a 3.
Yeah.
He's known to start the game quick with 2 threes or a couple threes in the first quarter and a half. So I think that's their thinking on that. Outside of that, I'm with you, man. I think once he gets pulled out of that first rotation, I think we see a hell of a lot more. Which I don't know why we haven't seen more of that guy since the middle of the Clippers series when they finally put him in, and he just wreaked havoc offensively, defensively. So anything Bobby Portis tonight, I'm all over.
Spectacular says I'm with Buddy on the over and do think the Bucks have a bounce back game. He said also bet online has Portis over 6.5 points. So it's at minus 114. I think it's minus 120 here at BetUS. So yeah. We both like that play for Portis. That's a prop I am playing in my same game parlay as well. Portis PRAs over 11.5 on Bet Online. Spectacular says so.
Oh wow, that's
another
better.
Play that I like. This is absolutely crazy to me. DraftKings had this Chris Paul double at plus 135, and I got that. I don't know what it currently is on DraftKings. It is at minus 120 on BetUS, so that's incredible that it changed that much. I might have to look up how different it is on DraftKings now. But Chris Paul double, I think that is probably my lock of the props tonight. He had 9 assists last game. You've got to think he's going to be able to dish the ball a little bit more tonight and not score 32 points. I don't think he's going to be able to score as much as he did previously in game 1.
Yeah. See, you and I are on opposite picks, but kind of for the same, in a different way, the same reasons.
Yeah.
Part of the reason I'm on the bounce back +6 is I don't see the free throw attempts and makes. Paul, his last 2 games he scored like 73 points. I definitely see some regression there.
Yeah.
But let's do this. This is going to turn out to be a great series. I originally thought this was going to end in 6. Have definitely changed my mind. Think it's going 7. But we'll see, man. We'll see.
But no, DraftKings does still have Chris Paul at plus 135, so I would definitely take it on there if you guys are.
Or double.
Double, he's plus 135, and I don't know how you're minus 120 at BetUS, but plus 135 at DraftKings.
I'm gonna see what Bet Online has. That's
yeah. Grumpy Lobster Portis is minus 114 on Bovado as well. That's for probably 6.5 points. Then he said, is he allowed to use Bovado while I'm in Vegas? I believe you are still allowed. Yeah. With Bovado, I think that's anywhere you can pretty much use Bovado, so you're good.
So, I think some people have told others that Vegas doesn't allow you. Vegas doesn't control the internet. Yeah. Somebody earlier was telling someone that they didn't believe that Vegas would. No, that would mean Vegas controls the internet, and they don't.
Yeah. So you're good there. You don't have to worry about that. Let's go to another prop that I particularly was on. Oh. So we're going to go back to the Bucks side of the ball. So we are high on Portis, and we are both going to like this prop. We're going to take Brook Lopez, under 12.5 points. And that's for even money. That's plus 100. So I like it under 12.5 points. We just don't think he's going to get as much run as he did in game 1 due to the fact that he was so exposed on the defensive end of the ball, and they're going to try to switch it up with Giannis and Bobby Portis and PJ Tucker. So that's where this play comes in handy. Another angle you could go, which Buddy likes as well, is the under 19 and a half points or PRAs, points, rebounds, and assists. So those are two angles to play for Lopez tonight, as I think he just does not get as much run. So what does he got? Grumpy Lobster?
Unless he comes out and smacks some three balls, yeah, there's just no way they keep him on the court tonight because Booker and Paul just. And I told you this during the game and today. I mean, he was in great defensive positions to guard those guys. He just was a stage is natural from a 7-footer going against, a 6-footer and a 6'5" guy. So there's just nothing he could do.
And spectacular.
And that's coaching.
And a half still okay. I would. What would you do, buddy?
For Brook Lopez, man, I like it. I really do like it. But like I've said throughout the stream, the reason why they have a lineup is, in my opinion, to see if he can hit two quick three balls, two outside shots. So I don't see him playing much outside of this first part of the first quarter.
And then.
So yes, good question. I do like it.
So we are talking about Drew. I mean, I think Drew Holiday's can't play any worse than he did offensively in game one. His over 1.5 3-point field goals made is minus 200, so not much value there. But I think his assists and his point total, that point total is very low. It used, without Giannis, he was like up in the 23s, 24 range, and now it's at 19 and a half. You got to think he could possibly get there tonight if they have any chance of winning. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think I saw on Bet Online earlier that was a play I looked into taking. I think it was 18 and a half, but yeah, I like Holiday to score 20 plus tonight, or right around 20. I really like all those guys. I like Holiday, Middleton, and Giannis. I think they all score into the 20s tonight. I don't think we see as much of a lackluster effort on offense today during this game.
That I saw right when I woke up, Giannis's rebounds. So it was at 11 and a half on draft up, and now it's already at 13 and a half. It was at 12 and a half, went to 13 and a half. I probably wouldn't play it here at 13 and a half, but he had 17 rebounds last game, and if he's going to be playing the 5 a lot, hell, he could get close to 20 rebounds this game. So I just think, just with the higher it goes, I'm going to lay off of it. But definitely a play if you maybe get an alternate line back down to 11.5 with a little bit of juice or something like that.
Yeah, man. That's a weird one for me because Giannis has been all over the place with rebounds. One game he has 8, and like you said, the next game he has 17. So there's not really any consistency with him. So looking at that line, I don't like it. If I were to play 13 and a half or more, I'd be going to under. But I probably would have been the same playing the 5, because if he is playing the 5, naturally it's not going to be the same 5 position you saw Shaquille O'Neal or those guys play. He's going to be moving outside of the paint, the perimeter, still working at that 5 to get mismatches. So I think that number is just a little juice because of people assuming he's going to play the 5 like he did at the very end of last game. So I'd more lean the under there.
Total with, you got Ayton. That was started, I think, at 12 and a half. Now it went up to 13 and a half. You got Saric, who is out, I think he's out for the rest of the year, obviously, with the ACL injury. And so Ayton is going to have to play huge minutes tonight. Huge minutes. He might creep up into the 40-plus range. You got him or Kaminsky. And I do believe that Ayton is going to try to dig deep tonight and extend that. So I lean the over rebounds here. I obviously like it at 12 and a half. You guys can find that, but I still take it here just with him being the sole big man really for the Suns tonight. And he has to play big, and he has been playing big this entire postseason.
Yeah, he's a monster, man. He's definitely a bright the Suns going forward the next few years. I'm with you. I like the over 13 and a half rebounds. He's not going to come off the court much tonight, guys. He's going to play 40, 45 minutes, somewhere in there. So Frank Kaminsky. I mean, the guy. Where is he from? He's from Wisconsin, right? Not where he
He
played.
played Arizona. Arizona.
Some Big Ten school.
No, Kaminsky. I thought you were talking about
Kaminsky?
Kaminsky is from Wisconsin. Yeah. Kaminsky's from
No,
Wisconsin.
no, no.
Yep.
Yeah, Wisconsin. Yeah, he's had better days, man. His better days were in college. I think he was a lottery pick. I think he was picked like 12th overall or 13th overall. He's not an NBA ball player. He definitely fills a roster spot, but he's not taking any rebounds away from Ayton tonight.
And then Suns starting lineup just came
Oh.
out. We got Paul, Booker, Bridges, Crowder, and Ayton. So nothing changes for them there. But we're good to go on that end. So we got 6 viewers on right now. You guys should go tell your buddies to get on, get a little CBD action. We'll probably be here for another 10 minutes or so. So throw your questions in the chat, and then we'll do the giveaway towards the end. I also give away my same game parlay. Pretty much a lot of the props we've already thrown on there are associated with it, but it's plus 2365 that I got going. Grumpy Lobster says, would you take Brooke Lopez over 1.5 3-pointers made at plus 145? I would lay off. We are both kind of on the agreement that he just probably won't play as much tonight. And if he is playing, I don't know how much offensively he's going to be for this team, but he could hit 1. I don't think he gets to the 2 spot. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, well, this is it's a tough one for me because I told you that's one of the ones I looked at and I saw value in, because he's just known for starting a game hot from behind the arc. So if you got some lunch money, I mean, you're just willing to sprinkle, I don't mind to play. I think it could very easily cash along with our under in points or under PRA rotation. I don't see him playing much more. So up to you, man. I don't mind the bet, but I think you could get screwed later in the game, needing 1 more 3 from him and him not being on court. So might be one I lay off with. But if you got the extra dough, man, screw it.
Spectacular went right to where I was going next with it. I was on this play in game 1, had a little scare. He ended up with 27, but Booker under 28.5. I do think he's going to go under again tonight, as Chris Paul still gets his shots tonight. Obviously not going to go for 30 plus, but I do think Booker is going to be on the under for this 28.5. It's the same number it was game 1, and he ended up with 27, but he had a lot of, I think, free throws that kind of helped him get up there. And I don't think he gets as easy of calls tonight as he did in game 1. So I definitely lean the under here. You got anything on that, buddy?
Yeah, dude, I've been leaning Booker's under in points. Pretty much this entire playoff series. He really hasn't had any spectacular games, which kind of would lead you to believe he's due. He's just been consistent.
Yep.
I mean, he's been consistent in the 24 to 20, 26 point range. So I like, especially 28.5. I like him under there. Chris Paul's been stealing his thunder, man.
Definitely, for sure.
So,
and then another play with Crowder, thinking he's going to hit some open jump shots tonight. I would lean his over 2.5 3-point field goals. I didn't take that one though, but that is just a straight lean in my opinion. I was seeing a bunch of stuff late in the game where Paul kind of gave it to him, and they were up by so much he didn't take that shot. So I think he ends up taking some of those shots tonight when they kind of go on to Chris Paul or whatnot. So
I'm sorry. I had somebody message me. What play was that
Crowder,
for?
over 2.5.
Crowder?
3-point field goals. Yeah, he went over 5.
I've been waiting on him to. He went over. Yeah, I've been waiting. He hasn't shot well from behind the 3 that first game, but really the last series or series and a half he hasn't. So that might. He's definitely a wild card. Mikal Bridges is who kind of stepped up for the Suns in game 1, but Yeah, I'm waiting on Crowder, man. I like that play. I'm waiting on him to kind of explode. He's like Marcus Morris, man. He's that guy that has the ability to go out there and get 25 and hit 3 or 4
Yep.
behind the arc. So um, I guess just a matter of him, getting his offensive game into shape.
Yep.
I don't mind the play at all, though, especially at about even money.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and give out that same game parlay. So it's going to be, we're going to go Brooke Lopez under 12 and a half points. You got Chris Paul over 10 plus assists. Bobby Portis over 6.5 points. And then we got Giannis over 12 and a half rebounds and Aiden over 12 and a half rebounds. So I went down a little bit on Aiden and Giannis's rebounds by 1 and got some value there. So we got that for plus 23.65.
All right, I'm about to go and copy that. I'm sorry. I know we got Portis. We got the over and rebounds for Aiden and Giannis.
And you got Chris Paul.
Did y'all take 13 and a half or 12 and a half?
If you can switch that, you can, but
Damn.
if not.
Yeah, I've got 13 and a half at plus 100 for, I just don't like it. All right, what was the other ones?
12 and a half. And then I got 12 and a half points.
Points, right?
And then Chris Paul 10 plus assists. Seam O2, what's up, man? Thank you for coming back. What have I missed? Oh, you missed a lot, buddy.
Damn, I'm getting Paul at over 8.5 assists, minus 143.
I did one, so where it was 10, so it's a little bit juiced up. Seam.
I got you.
We got Buddy. Buddy's on the Bucks plus money. One's minus 4.5. But I'm waiting for an in-game under minus 150 money line bet for the Suns. And then I'm also Buddy's on the over. I'm on the under. So pick your side, which way you want to go. If you want to rewatch the stream, we got a couple arguments both ways, and we got some props that we are throwing together. Mainly, it was Lopez's under in points or PRAs, and then we have Chris Paul double, which we found out was plus 135 on DraftKings, and it was like minus 120 on BetUS. So just find a book that has plus value for that. And then another one we are on is Bobby Portis over 6.5 points. And what am I missing, buddy? Anything else?
Not that I think. I think you kind of nailed it all there.
Yeah, we were talking about Booker's under points, maybe Crowder's over threes.
That another one I'm looking at that I just kind of fell in love with. It's a little juice, but if you can take Booker and his under 5.5 rebounds, that's a gimme. The guy averages like 2 or 3 a game.
He does not rebound very often.
No, he's strictly an offensive player, guys. The guy lackluster on defense. I mean, he's yeah, I like that.
Works for me. Yeah. So Seam, I'm just on CP3 under 22.5 because I got good odds, simply a value play. We do expect him not to score as much tonight and be more of a facilitator. He's going to get his. He's going to have that mid-range jump shot available to him. I just don't know if he makes as many shots tonight as I'm hoping he doesn't because I'm on the under. But him and Booker should get their shots up, just maybe not hit as much. I do like that under 22.5 points there. But my favorite prop that I've probably given out tonight is the double-double by Chris Paul. I gave out the same game parlay for 23.65, which was Lopez's under 12.5 points, Chris Paul's plus 10 in assists, and Bobby Portis over 6.5 points, and then Giannis and Ayton over in rebounds. Buddy, you still with us? We might have lost Buddy. Uh oh. Send him a text. Uh oh. Left my Skype. Left the Skype. Let's switch it up to here. Let's switch it up to here. What we will do for everybody else checking in. He's trying to get back in currently. Let's see. Let me try to get him back in. Join call. A little behind the scenes, you guys are saying. Join. There we go. You back? There he is.
I have no clue what happened, man. Everything just froze.
Everything froze. Everything froze. Alright, we got Buddy back. We are good to go. Oh, see.
How many viewers we got right now?
We got currently 5.
5. And I imagine 2 of those may be you and I running the Twitch in the background.
I'm not on, but no, you might be one of them.
All right. Well, yeah. So what I'm gonna do for is if Grumpy Lobster and what was it?
Analyst. Those 4.
All right. So I was originally going to give away to 5 people. So obviously I don't have 5 people to give to. I am going to give all these guys some free sample packs. So Spectacular, Steam, the Fight Analyst, and Grumpy Lobster. If y'all can, oh, J-Rod, that's Spectacular. What's up, buddy? Yeah, if y'all can all DM me on Twitter at Buddy's Bets, same tag you see under my photo there. Send me your mailing address and info, and I'll send out some packages to you guys. Maybe not by the end of the.
We want. It's what we like. It keeps the stream, keeps us going.
Yeah.
So appreciate you guys checking us out. Seam says, "What CP3 line on your bookie?" Smook46. You been here all the time? Where's your comments at? We got.
Oh, yeah. Manolo. Yeah, I thought that was you, Grumpy Lobster. Smook46. I'm not sure who you are. I'm sure you're in one of our videos. So I'll just do it for all 5 of you guys. I'd already planned on that. So just all 5 of you, Smook46, Spectacular, Grumpy Lobster, all DM me on Twitter your mailing addresses, and I'll get some stuff sent out to you. But what was that about? I'm just on CP3 under 22.5 points because I got good odds. I'm there with you, man. Chris Paul has been playing out of his mind offensively.
Minus 115 under 21.5 at Bet US. So that's what I got. Smokes46 says, I've been listening the whole time. I'm putting bets in. Well, boom, man. We appreciate you hanging out with us this entire time. Yeah, we'll hook you up for sure. Did not know you were in the chat.
To me, Paul's been so. I mean, he's played like the guy wants to win a championship, man, and he's playing like it. But I don't care how bad you want to win a championship. Even the greatest of offensive players eventually have some regression. So when you take a guy who is he's more known as a facilitator that can get his mid-range shot. I like that under, especially if you got it at 23.5. I like that a lot. But even 21.5, man, I see him having a 16 and 11 4 kind of game, or a 16 4 11, somewhere around there. I don't see him scoring over 20 points tonight. They're gonna have to rely more on Booker for one, but 2, the guy we just talked about, Jack Crowder. He's got to perform better. The Suns have lucked out with him being lackluster. Well, I say they've lucked out. The two teams have basically traded one for the other when it comes to Tucker and Jake Crowder. Both of them have like 4 points and 8 rebounds.
Oh, we lose them again. Might have lost play there again. But yeah, so we'll go ahead, wrap this up. If you guys have any last minute questions, throw them in there. Throw them in the chat. We'll probably be here for another minute or so. See if Buddy comes back. If not, we are planning. We had our first episode of the podcast delayed, and it should be up by Monday or Tuesday, or so. Be on the lookout for that. If you guys are not, Buddy just said his whole computer shut off, so we will switch over to this real quick. So, if you guys want to @Bets and Buds podcast, so that is our Twitter handle. All the stuff will be posted on there. You'll find us on Spotify, Sirius, and iTunes, whatnot. So we'll be everywhere. If you guys have any questions on that, let us know. But again, we do appreciate you guys checking out the stream. We will probably be back for another live stream before Game 3, as we're hoping to get as many live streams during NBA, and then we will transition into live streams to go. We will have a bunch of content for you guys moving forward, not only with the NBA wrapping up, but we will be going forward with the NFL, and we are pumped to do that. So let's cash tonight, and we will get up and out here. See you guys.